Bum, 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 bum.
Hey, Pop Belly Gamers fans, what's going on? It's Pullthis for the week of Wednesday, February 1st, 2017. I'm your host, Glenn Kremp, aka Leafs in 6, here with the top comics of this week, or at least what I think are the top comics for this week. Alright, let's get to it. Lots of comics again coming out this week. Really exciting day. Walking Dead 163. It's going to be starting a brand new arc for The Walking Dead. Not only that, but because it's Image's 25th anniversary, there are select titles coming out that are only 25 cents. Walking Dead 163, new story arc for 25 cents. You can't beat that anywhere. It's a great, great read from the last issue, The Whisper War, kind of leading off into this. We have an ocean and a massive amount of zombies attacking Alexandria. And yeah, just what you expect from The Walking Dead. So if you're a fan of the show and you've kind of always wondered what it's like, you know, never really got into a comic or anything like that, this would be a great jumping on point. For 25 cents, you can't go wrong. Has to be the top pick comic of the week for anybody just at that price point. Kirkman is also going to be putting out a couple more issues for 25 cents, but that by far for me is the top pick of the week. Next up has to be Marvel's best comic line out of everything they're doing right now. Old Man Logan number 17. I have absolutely gone crazy with Old Man Logan. As I said before, I think it's the best comic series Marvel's putting out right now. Art and story has been amazing. This one has a little bit of sentimental value to me because we have Alpha Flight. That's right, Logan has been dealing with Alpha Flight, and this it's a little adventure with him and Puck. Now it's really interesting in this because he's been being sent back into his past, into the wasteland, and then jumping into what he thinks is a future with Puck in outer space. It's been a crazy issue so far, but the ending panel brings back someone from Logan's past who he's very attached to. Old Man Logan, must read this week. Marvel did alright this week. I'm going to give it to Marvel. Marvel did alright. Another one, just to grab, Darth Maul number 1. Again, Star Wars titles for Marvel have been absolutely killing it. More of a prequel story, obviously, to The Phantom Menace when we first seen Darth Maul. But this is kind of interesting. If you remember from The Force Awakens, Han Solo captured a bunch of Rathars. Well, guess what? In Darth Maul number 1, he takes on those Rathars by himself. So it is a little bit of him training and being very much impatient, wanting to attack the Jedi, and Darth Sidious kind of holding him back, saying, don't expose yourself, just wait, keep on waiting. But again, for Darth Maul number 1, who has been a very highly popular Sith, it's a great read, a fun story, and just him kind of taking on the Rathars was really nice and fun to read. Another Marvel number 1, Bullseye number 1, with the title series coming running with the Devil. So we're going to get a whole bunch of Daredevil complimentary comics with Kingpin, Elektra. He's been bored, he's been keeping under wraps. He kind of comes out and says, hey, I'm bored, I want to start killing some people. So he goes to his agent, which is kind of awesome, and let's just say what Bullseye can do with a paperclip, it's chaos ensuing. Next up, we go back to DC Comics, Batman number 16. So with the previous issues from Batman, as we know, Batman and Catwoman have been dealing with Bane and Psycho Pirate and trying to control them and make sure, you know, they're in check, let's just say. Bane has his sights set on Batman, and Batman fears Catwoman for what they did to set him up. It's a very good setup to the brand new story arc. Not only that, in issue number 16, we get to go to Batburger, and Bruce Wayne's reaction to a restaurant chain dedicated to Batburger is absolutely good with him and the Bat family. Again, I'll put that as a must read. Just for Bruce Wayne hanging out in Batburger is alone worth it. Also at DC, we're going with Harley Quinn number 13. Now, this has been pretty interesting. A really good fun read this week where Harley Quinn and the Joker kind of have that crazy relationship, and it's really coming out into this point. But what's interesting about this comic is they've actually reached out and they went back into Harley Quinn's past from Harley Quinn number 9 in 2013. Harley Quinn had a little bit of a relationship with a police officer named Ed. Well, that guy has transformed himself into the Joker and is so obsessed with Harley Quinn that he's trying to get her back. Harley realizes this isn't the Joker, and the real Joker's actually been playing all of them for fools. It's just another fun read, but the amount of torture scenes Harley Quinn is giving to this Joker is well worth the read, and let's just say it has quite the shocking ending. Also this week, Planet of the Apes Green Lantern #1. A very interesting comic just for the fact of we go back in time, kind of like a little bit of an Elseworlds from Boom Studios, but Sinestro is obsessed with trying to find the Universal Ring. And guess where it lands? To Cornelius and Planet of the Apes. Really interesting issue which going on, just watching him have that ring and how the Universal Ring works, just changing from all the lanterns constantly. He kind of goes crazy and sends Hal and Sinestro back into the Planet of the Apes land. And just as I said, #1 of 6 is going to be a great story. They've been doing a lot of these where we see Green Lantern, Star Trek, and all that stuff. So just an exciting, fun little story and dealing with Planet of the Apes and Green Lantern. And finally, I'm going to go with Marvel again and Deadpool #26. Hey, you know what? It's that time of the year. It's Valentine's Day. And who else is going to deal with Valentine's Day but our man, Deadpool. Deadpool ends up getting a nice little box of chocolates. Problem is, there's a real heart inside the box of chocolates. So our Merc with the mouth decides he's going to figure out who it is. He has his suspicions it's his villain Madcap. And the whole issue is him just kind of going through and trying to figure out, well, who put a real heart in the box? And everything you'd expect from Deadpool is in that comic. And again, it's Valentine's Day, it's themed, so guess what? That would be my choice of the week. Alright, that's it for this week. Those are my top choices and what I really enjoyed based on all the comics I got this week. And always remember, join us on allgames.com Fridays live at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Potbelly Gamers podcast, where we talk about everything from comics, video games, movies, anything fun pop culture. Maybe this week, I think we're going to talk about Riverdale. As always, I also want to give a thank out. I want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, also Washikong. Thank you very much for providing what you provide. And as always, please get out and support your local comic book shop. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have awesome comics and some of the great stuff that you just seen this week. Thanks a lot, and as always, pull this.